All right, Scottsdale Kempo Club, white belt skills and drills. We're working on some of the partner drills, the back and forth fading hook punches, okay? It's a very simple drill. We're gonna do this with your partner. Both of you are gonna either be left foot in front or both of you will be right foot in front with each other, okay? We consider that a closed stance. So when you train with a partner, if you're both left foot in front, that's considered a closed stance. If my partner was right foot in front and I was left foot in front, that's an open stance. And we do some drills out of the open stance also, okay? So I'll show you what it looks like by yourself, then I'll bring Sensei Blaine in to show this with us. I'm gonna start in my half moon stance, my guard is up, okay? We're gonna be throwing the hook punch from the rear side. It's your power side hook, more commonly thrown if someone doesn't have a lot of experience or strategy, they just want to wind up and wing a punch into your face. So we're gonna make sure we pivot from the rear side as we throw that hook punch around the corner. My partner should be out of the way of that. We're gonna reset to the guard, drop my heel back down, so I'm in my half moon stance again. Heels are down, but they're not heavy. Now as his hook punch comes to me, I'm gonna pivot my lead foot, rocking my weight back out of distance of his circular punch. We're gonna reset to the horse or the half moon and guard. I'm gonna punch, reset, pivot away or fade away, and reset. Hook punch, back on guard, fade away, back on guard. Hook punch, back on guard, fade away, back on guard. Hook, fade. Hook, fade. Okay, Sensei Blaine, come on in. Again, if you can't do your side well, it's tough to interface with a partner, so make sure you've at least been practicing how to do your pivots. Most importantly, if you had not any experience on how to throw a hook punch, you're not really sure, ask in class, we're more than happy to help you, okay? Left foot in front to left foot in front. The range I want to be in here is if I reach out with my hook punch, my arm's got a slight bend to it. If he doesn't move, we're in contact range here, okay? So there's a slow drill in the beginning. You can speed these up a little bit, but they don't need to be done fast to develop proper distancing. So a lot of why we do these drills is to understand gauging. So again, a little closer please. He's gonna throw first from his rear hand. As he does, I'm gonna pivot away and back on guard. I wanna show you one thing I didn't show before. As he throws that hook, I'm gonna take this forward shoulder and I'm gonna shrug it up. What that creates is a little bit of a barricade, so if he does punch in range at me, maybe I didn't fade away enough, my jaw's not hanging out there exposed, okay? So as his hook punch comes in, I'm gonna shrug and fade away, we return, I'm gonna throw my rear hook, 1 and 2. As you throw these drills out, and you're working them back and forth with each other, you need to be simultaneously aware of what you're doing and how your partner's responding to this. If you're not paying attention to what you're doing and how they respond to this, your skills aren't real. I don't care if it's whether you want to use them for sparring and having the fun side of the sport or if it's for self-defense. If you can't be simultaneously aware of yourself and the response or the interaction of your partner, you have a lot more to learn, okay? So again, we'll do this from the rear hand he throws. 1, pivot, 2, pivot. I'm pivoting my lead foot, pivoting my rear foot. Guards stay up on this drill. My shoulder shrugs up. Sometimes we'll actually kind of aim at each other's jaw and you'll get a little bit of an effect where skipping off the shoulder. If you're newer and you're not wearing gloves, I don't think that's probably the greatest plan, but if you got your gloves on and we're doing this drill for the day, you might feel that gloves skip off their shoulder. We'll show a little bit. Pop it. It just pops right up off that shoulder. So I can't actually reach his jaw. If I'm throwing a downward hook, he's still protected from that. The temple's more exposed, but it also leans slightly further than the jaw leans. Okay? Now let's say if I felt a little too close on this, I can take a small step back if I don't feel like I'm out of range. Okay? I want my partner to go slow enough that they can stretch it out. So let's show you one more time, even slower. A lot of times what we see, if don't move yet, Sensei, is people throw these punches into this void. And that doesn't really help my partner understand distancing, because the reality is if he doesn't move, if I really air my punch out and stretch it out, I can clock him pretty good from this distance. If I always punch short in the drill, I'm going to give him a false sense of understanding when it comes to distancing. So we're going to slow this down. I'm really going to stretch it out to the point where in actuality it's probably overextended for good technique. Stretch that out. If he knows how to get away from that one, he should be pretty well set, okay? So this is fading hooks back and forth with your partner.